What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. My next story, I hate to even have to get into this, but I think it's necessary to cover stuff like this. A North Carolina teen was brought to tears screaming in disbelief and needed to be held up in court by officers after he was told by a judge he would be charged as an adult for murder. Sean Simpson, 16, was charged with first-degree murder last month for allegedly shooting Zaquavius Dawkins, also 16, on January 26 in Gastonia, about 20 miles outside of Charlotte. The alleged killer was seen sobbing and unable to stand on his own as a judge appointed him a capital defender, denied him bail, and told him he would be charged as an adult. "I love you, mama. I love you, mama," Simpson wailed out as he was escorted out of the courtroom on January 29th. He allegedly gunned down Dawkins as he was walking with a friend to pick up items for his disabled mother at a Family Dollar when a black Tesla drove past him and a boy identified as Simpson yelled at them from the back passenger seat, the Gaston Gazette reported. The Tesla returned and headed toward the boys, prompting them to run away. Simpson then allegedly started to shoot at them from the back of the car as they fled, hitting Dawkins in the right shoulder. The teen was found by police covered in blood in parking lot and died from his injuries. His friend was also injured in the shooting, but survived. Simpson was arrested 2 days later by the Gastonia Police Department at the Gaston Adolescent Center, a facility for children with emotional and behavioral difficulties. The alleged killer teen had been receiving treatment at the center when he was arrested. Dawkins' aunt, Denise Wilson, who was in court when Simpson was charged, told WCCB that her nephew and Simpson had problems with each other last year, but they believed the two settled the issue. Wilson, who shared that Dawkins was a sweet and kind boy who would do anything for anybody, said the family has been left in shambles over his death. For him to not be here today, we're all heartbroken, she said. We're heartbroken. Dawkins' grandmother, Evelina Dawkins, said her grandson's death has affected more than just his family. It's affecting everybody, even the neighborhood he lives in. Simpson is believed to be one of the first teenagers to be charged under a new state law enacted on December 1st that can charge 16 and 17-year-olds as adults if they are accused of committing Class A through E felonies, including murder. He faces a potential grand jury indictment for Dawkins' murder. Let's check out the news telecast and get a little bit more information on what happened and his appearance in court. Check it out.
A 16-year-old is now in custody and facing murder charges in connection with the killing of another teen in Gaston County. Queen City News anchor Robin Kennedy live at the Gaston County Jail. And when you talk about the story, Robin, I just have to pause because we are talking about a teen. And the victim's family says he was just walking to the store to get something from his mom when he was shot and killed.
Damn.
Yeah, Alicia, a very tragic story here in Gaston County. Police will not tell us if the victim and the suspect knew one another, but the victim's family says the teenagers had disputes in the past. But sadly, this one ended with one teenager dead and another here in the Gaston County Jail. Talise Dawkins will never forget the last words she spoke to her son, 16-year-old Zaquavius Dawkins.
He gave me a kiss and I'll be back because I love you too.
Zaquavius, known as Tank, was a football player at Ashbrook High School.
He was everything, y'all. He was just so uplifting. He was a miracle.
Zaquavius's cousin, Yana Galloway, says Tank had health issues when he was a baby. But when he was cleared to play football, he thought that was his ticket to success.
Y'all, he was so happy. He was happy. He would tell his mama, "Mama, I'm going to take us away from here."
Talise says her son, her only child, went to the store to get her some medical supplies Sunday night. And on the way, he was shot and killed near another store on North Chester Street.
And my son was always there no matter what. That was my everything.
On Tuesday, police announced an arrest. The teenager accused of shooting Zaquavius, 16-year-old Sean James Curtis Simpson, is in the Gaston County Jail, charged as an adult with first-degree murder.
First at 5, a 16-year-old learns he will not be getting bail after being charged with murder. Sean Simpson is accused of killing 16-year-old Zaquavius Dawkins and also accused of trying to kill someone else Sunday night in Gastonia. Well, Simpson is now being charged under a law change which allows 16 and 17-year-olds to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. But that did not make things any easier for anyone involved today, as you just saw. As Derek Dellinger reports right now, the hearing only lasted a few minutes, but it was tough for both families.
The family of the victims, Zaquavius Dawkins, they were in court and they were quite emotional about what happened. You have to realize this is one of their first chances to see the teen accused of killing him. Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
The court may impose a hold without bond. The court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Zaquavius Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed. After Wednesday's court appearance, things were still raw for Dawkins' family.
It's affected everybody, even the neighborhood they live in. It affected everybody.
Her grandson overcoming health issues as a baby and eventually playing football at Ashbrook High School. In recent days, and even after court Wednesday, Dawkins' family could not help but tell us how kind he was.
He was sweet. He was kind. He would do anything for anybody.
Which has made this all the more tough. But there's a realization here from Dawkins' family that justice must come, even for a suspect that's so young.
He is really young, and he took an innocent life, which was a part of me. I felt bad, you know, but I mean, you know, you out here doing big boy things, and this is what's going to happen. You got to suffer the consequences.
Simpson's next court date is set for February, though we're told he could be indicted by a grand jury before then, but he will remain in jail given the charges. At the Gaston County Courthouse, Derek Dellage, your Queen City News.
Now, as you can see, he will be tried as an adult. The judge is not even thinking twice about throwing his entire life away. He's 16 years old. I won't even say that he made a mistake because he took another young man's life. There are mistakes that you make that you have to pay for the rest of your life. Now, I know you see these rappers out here bragging about the things that they do. All of this stuff is not real. There are consequences for everything that you do in life. And I know a lot of you guys know this, but you're living under the assumption that it won't be you. It'll be somebody else. It'll be somebody else. And, you know, unfortunately, it can be you. You can be in this young man's position all because of one mistake. You could lose your entire life. I need y'all to really think. This boy was probably acting tough, trying to act like he's about that life. And now he's sitting in the courtroom crying for his mama. Because guess what? Reality just hit him like a ton of bricks. But it's not a video game. It's not no rewind button. It's not enough I'm sorry's that you can say. And the tears definitely would not work in a grown man situation. Once you cross that line, the system don't care how old you are. They will lock you up and throw away the key. Being grown is not about carrying a gun and being the loudest one in the room. Being grown is about being responsible. It's about making smart choices. And it's about knowing right from wrong and knowing that the wrong things you do have consequences. And for everybody that want to be tough, I'm going to tell you what tough is. Tough is sitting in the cell for 23 hours a day with nothing but you and the bad choices that you made that landed you in that situation. Don't throw your life away over dumb decisions. Like, comment, subscribe, establish rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.